U.S. Air Force airmen from the 31st Maintenance Group work on a fighter jet to ensure its safe flight during exercise Fighting Wyvern 251 at America's Air Force Base, March 12, 2025. Fighting Wyvern is a combat readiness exercise that aims to test response skills and strengthen relationships with U.S. allies through Agile Wyvern. The exercise involves the U.S. conducting Agile Combat Employment, ACE training. Agile combat employment ensures that U.S. Air Forces in Europe and Air Forces Africa, along with allies and partners, are ready to respond to potential contingencies on short notice or without notice by allowing forces to operate from multiple locations with varying levels of capacity and support. Agile Fern was specifically designed to test the completeness of our equipment to be able to move quickly and agilely, said Major Joseph Basala, 31st Fighter Wing's Agile Combat Employment Plans and Programs Chief. It was also designed to test our ability to bring that equipment to a partner nation airfield and really integrate with their operations seamlessly. F-16. Fighting Falcons were used during Agile Wyvern on planned air raid and direct attack missions alongside USAF personnel. One of the key points of the Agile Combat Employment concept is the ability to move limited amounts of equipment and personnel to airfields that may not have a U.S. presence, but still be able to operate. Agile Wyvern is important because when the exercise is conducted solely at home base, oftentimes deficiencies are not apparent because everything is already in place. However, when you are at a different training location, there is an opportunity to gain more experience and training under more realistic conditions. Exercises and deployments that leverage the Agile Combat Employment concept ensure forces in Europe are ready to swiftly protect and defend U.S. partners, allies, and interests, and generate lethal combat power if deterrence fails. This is important because it is a critical player in strategic deterrence. The ability to demonstrate interoperability maintains our combat credibility amidst the increasing military capabilities of adversaries, Major Basala continued. Wherever you are and whatever you do, security is the most important thing to uphold. Without it, you cannot operate. Exercising our ability to defend assets is key to success. Exercises with allies and joint partners are critical to the success of the Agile Combat Employment concept, as well as to enhance strike power and interoperability, enabling our forces to counter military aggression. The Agile Combat Employment concept allows U.S. Air Forces in Europe and Air Forces Africa to move forces more flexibly across the region to seize, maintain, and exploit the initiative against adversaries in any environment. Agile combat employment is a creative new approach to enhancing combat survivability. This is where the strength of the U.S. Air Force and military truly shines, through the ability to adapt. That is the essence of agile combat employment.